concentrate, cause this 38 will be designated for all those that hate it like a chess game, man, I'm contemplating. Your moves, you lose, now your hot, you gave me. New moves, more dudes, now the top, you made me. Same rules, new crews, now the first.
Your son is hilarious with his knowing nothing. Today's game is so soft. Go ahead and like and love that.
Wait.
Hold on, let me let him know. Great comment.
That's a terrible comment.
Great comment, Mark.
I'm confused.
Great comment, Mark.
I'm confused.
His competition was so bad, he isn't Jordan. But Jordan was his competition. And Jordan never beat Larry in the playoffs, actually. Iman Hogan, you are absolutely right. I'm going to like
he beat the
and
Pacers.
Love that comment.
Wait, he beat the Pacers, which is Larry Bird's team. And plus, Jordan was coming into himself when Larry Bird was in his prime. So that's not even really a fair comparison.
Listen, I'm not trying to debate with you. I'm just reading comments here.
I'm responding. Wait, I'm responding to comments. These are about me. So let me at least get something out before you read the next one.
Hold on. These are beautiful comments, man. They just take them as love letters. All right, so Matt Phillips, he's a fan of LFR JoJo, and he says, let me get this straight. All the players in the NBA suck back then, except for Bird's teammates, who were so good that they are the sole reason for Bird's individual accomplishments. But everyone on the other teams were garbage, even the Lakers. The ignorance boggles the mind. Matt, you get a like and a love.
Nah, the NBA was garbage back then. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I went to an 8th grade basketball game today, and I'm pretty sure them youngins were better than the 80s NBA players.
Oh my God!
Like, I'm not even finna lie.
Wow.
Like, that game I went to today was more entertaining than Larry Bird's highlights. Not trying to be disrespectful to him. He was a good player for his time. I don't know if he would make the league today, but probably be in the G League, overseas, playing for the Shanghai Sharks or something.
Well, the Shanghai Sharks. Well, check this out, man. We are about to check out Larry Bird trash talking. They said that he was the best trash talker in the NBA.
I don't believe it.
And he backed it up.
I don't believe it.
With nothing but smoke.
I don't believe it. I'm already gonna tell y'all I don't believe it. Not because I'm a hater, a Larry Bird hater. I'm not. You know I'm a LeBron fan. LeBron is obviously better. I don't even know how this discussion, but let's just say I just don't believe it. Larry Bird was some goofy looking. He had a Jerry Curl.
Wow. Jerry Curl, goofy looking what? What you gonna say? White man?
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Wow.
I was gonna say Indiana.
Wow.
What do y'all call ourselves from Indiana? He's from a small town in Indiana, right?
Well,
how could y'all not talk about him? Like, it's so easy. Like,
you're gonna see for yourself. I just need for you to do me one favor.
Yeah.
Can you watch this with an unbiased heart? And guys, if he says anything that he does not know about basketball, please do not go too hard.
Y'all are underestimating. Y'all don't realize how much I know about basketball. Okay, I'll watch it with an unbiased heart.
You about to see how much actual NBA players know about basketball. They're gonna say what he said, and then he tells the perfect story. The perfect story is tell them what you're about to tell them, and then you tell them again what you just told them. And that's what happens in his game. I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do, then I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna say what I just now did. Alright, so let's go.
Wait, time out. They gotta do all this just to build up his legacy.
Nah, it's not about building up his legacy.
You realize there was no videos like this for LeBron? Because everyone already knows LeBron's the best.
LeBron is not a trash talker because he makes friends with everybody, and he builds super teams in order to win games.
Tell me, you say LeBron that? Actually, whatever. This is not about LeBron. Let's just go.
So we playing him in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, the man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
Go to shake his hand. I'm a rookie. I'm playing against the Boston Celtics in the Boston Garden. Go shake. And
you know what this is?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Dominique Wilkins.
That was close. Oh, yeah, he's the guy who won the championship when Michael Jordan retired. Got lucky.
And, nah, he didn't get lucky. He was actually a dog back in the day.
Yeah.
He was a dog.
How many rings does he have?
And when it came, and it's not about rings all the time. And when it came, see, that's the whole argument about Kobe. That's the whole argument about Jordan.
I just asked how many rings he had.
No, but you asked, I'm talking about something about his basketball game, his play. I care less about his rings. I'm saying when he went head to head with Jordan against Jordan in the slam dunk competition. And in my mind, that year, and I'm sure some of y'all agree with me, he won. Hands down. Hands down. That's when Michael Jordan did the from the line takeoff. And it wasn't even from the line. His foot he had a heel beyond the line. But this dude right here was nice. But watch what he say Larry Bird said to him, then did to him, and made him cry like a baby.
Larry put both hands behind his back. He wouldn't shake my hand. I said, okay, he's just getting into the game. First play of the game, he said, you don't even belong in this league, Holmes. And he shoots a three. Now, I wasn't mad that he made the three. But I said, there's something, this called me Holmes. and he came down and did it again, so I'm pissed, you know. So the next time down, see me on the breakneck pitch, and I jump up and I throw it down on him. I mean, he fouls me.
Oh, Larry Bird about to catch some nuts in his face.
This is y'all
He about
goat?
to catch some.
This is y'all goat? This is y'all goat? This has never happened to LeBron.
Larry Bird about to catch. He got his eyes closed and everything.
Hey, I don't care what y'all say. This has never, ever, LeBron's been dunked on, but he is not, this highlight, a play like this
is horrible.
Has
this
never happened to LeBron. Ever.
Hold on, but he gonna make it up on the other end. He's only telling you this part right here.
Let me stop being biased. I'm gonna stop.
But he looked like he bought the.
He's a rookie in this?
Yeah.
So he like John Morant?
Dominique was nasty. He was like John Morant when it came to how many people he just wanted to dunk on.
And he said, hey, Rook, I like you. You got hot. He said, but I'm still getting 30 on your ass. I mean, that's who he was. But that was the only time he ever talked trash to me, because he respected me, because he knew that I was going to keep coming. That really taught me something, you know. If you wasn't prepared to play against guys like that, you got embarrassed.
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says,
he already knew, man. He's like, come on, y'all. I mean, yeah, I was born from a white vagina, but dog, I ball like the rest of y'all. You know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. When you put somebody on me, you put a brother on me. Somebody who could actually check me. Be disrespectful.
Does he think anybody can check him based off the stuff that he supposedly said?
Well, he really thought it was disrespectful when you made a white dude check him.
He talked a lot of trash. I don't know how, but maybe
he backed it up.
Maybe because in the 80s they was a little. Y'all say this generation soft. They meet right in what's his name? Who? Larry Bird. They are making him seem like he's Jesus on the court. Just because he white like Jesus, don't mean he play like him.
Well, but here's the thing. They're not. What they're doing, they're just showing love for a great. I mean, this says Larry Bird trash talking. They're not gonna be in here talking about Shaquille O'Neal's trash talk or Penny Hardaway's trash talk. They're talking about Larry Bird. And then when they give the example, they're going to back it up with what he did after he said what he said. That's it. It's not really meat riding. It's actually research.
He's in the top 75 of all time?
Top 75. Guys, please don't.
I'm just playing.
Don't.
He's what, top 20?
He's definitely top 20 of all time.
I'd say top 20.
He's definitely top 20 of all time. Definitely. I'd probably say I would say when it comes to forwards, definitely top 10.
He's top 20 all time.
He says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me. And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
Larry Bird told Robert Reedy the other day that he should have stayed in preaching. That was funny. He had 50 points.
And you know, Larry Bird ain't never playing no great defense. He like sagging off a little bit. So he tell the guy, you can't shoot, so I'm not worrying about guard you. I said, man, shoot it in the face. Shoot it.
Mark hit a three-pointer on Larry Bird and said, take a look at that. And Bird just came right back and hit three three-pointers in a row and just basically said to him, and we all heard it, that you're out of your league.
Or he'd say, Danny, give me the ball, or DJ, give me the ball. I got this guy in the torture chamber down here. Why the guy was standing right there listening to him say it.
The baller went to Larry, and Isaiah was all out of whack. He had the ball at three-point range. He goes, hey, who's guarding me? Everybody looked around. He just stood there, held the ball, and Isaiah said, he ran out there and just shot it, three-pointer. Too late.
Was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash.
And then you sit there and you go, this guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast, he's slow.
But he knew how to aggravate you, agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year.
That's real right there. Somebody that says you talking all that trash. You not that fast. You slow. You probably not even that strong. But you talking all that trash. He was just one of the people who could technically do to you everything he wanted to do and just close it out with a W. He was one of those guys. You know, one of them quiet guys, like we go to the AAU tournaments and we go there to see whoever the big phenomenon is, the up-and-comer, but then we notice like 3 or 4 other youngins that have not been mentioned who's out there cooking, getting busy, quietly. Like number 8, number 11, getting busy, quietly.
Yeah.
But that was him. He was just in your ear. He was like, I'm about to cook you out this joint. We ain't here. We have to. He was telling the people he playing against. Getting in their head. Getting in their head, bruh. Getting in their head, man. Something you'll never know nothing about.
He did all this and could barely beat Magic Johnson in the finals.
Didn't he beat him 3 times?
Yeah, lost like 15 times.
Wow, bruh. Wow. That's what they say about LeBron. They're saying he won 4, but he lost about 18
Who
times.
did LeBron play? The greatest team of all time on paper, technically.
He didn't play Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan and Scottie
Warriors
Pippen.
had a better record than them.
See, yeah, you go with the records again. There you go with the records. What we going? You want me to put out the record player? You want me to play something? I got some Biggie Smalls. I got some Queen over here. Pink Floyd. Want me to play some Pink Floyd? We talking about records.
Oh my goodness. If we talk about records, we talk about Michael Jordan's records. Okay, you talking about records, so LeBron's the best because the records don't matter, right?
Nah, it don't. It matters in time. And back when Larry Bird was playing, he was the GOAT.
Agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, you can't stop me. And I looked at him and I said, gosh.
Clyde the Glide, baby.
You're so confident.
Clyde the Glide Drexler, let me tell you something. People used to say that this man was like him and Michael Jordan used to go at each other. Bow, bow, bow. It was like what Michael Jordan gave to him, he would get to Michael Jordan. Clyde the Glide. Now watch what he said. Watch what Larry Bird do to him. He about to bully him. You about to see him piss on himself in the game.
He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. The coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out at Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him, he tells me, he says, fly, Bird. And I go right by him, he shoots the ball. It's nothing but nylon.
Larry Bird was a pain in the neck. Anytime we had a chance to win, Larry Bird changed that.
Larry Bird follows his own shot.
There was a certain confidence you had because, you know, if you ever got in trouble, give the ball to Larry and get out of his way. And he delivered.
The double team and Bird. Larry, fake, fall away.
Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. Yeah, that was a tough night, man. The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. And that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says, left side over across the 3, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
This dude is calling pool table calls. Corner pocket is going to go off the side, hit the red, green, go to the black 8, not hit the black 8 end, but pop off of it. Like, this dude's calling. Doc Rivers said, we tried to stop him. We didn't have anybody to stop him. All I could say to him is, at least you only scored 6 on me. Then whenever he come down the court, he says, I'm going around to that side, then I'm going to pull out, and I'm popping right there. And that's exactly what he do. He do it so everybody could hear him, and couldn't nobody stop him. You play basketball. Anybody step on the court with that type of arrogance, and they're able to deliver, come on. You cannot question them at all. And he's playing with people. He's playing against people in the NBA, the best basketball league in the world. He's playing against the best players in the world. And he's calling out what he's about to do in their face. And they can't do nothing about it. The coach can't even run a play to stop him.
If he did all this, why is he not even top 10 of all time?
To you, to them, he's top 1. He's 1-1. To
not.
You,
nobody thinks that. I don't think
you ain't see the comments. Hold on. See, you keep on saying nobody thinks that. Let me show you something, brother. Let me show you this first comment right here. This first comment says, and I quote, Larry Bird was a 3-time NBA champ.
LeBron has more.
A 2-time Finals MVP.
LeBron has more.
A 12-time All-Star.
LeBron has more.
9-time First-Team All-Star.
LeBron has more.
Rookie of the Year.
LeBron too.
3-time
LeBron
three-point championship.
LeBron don't got that. LeBron don't got that. I'm not gonna lie.
Associated Press Athlete of the Year in '86, and College Player of the Year in '79.
He was good. He's top 20, top 30.
He was pretty good. Oh, and he played from 79 to 92.
When did Michael win his rings?
What does got to do with Michael Jeffrey Jordan? We are talking about Larry Dante Bird.
I said Michael never beat him in the playoffs. Does that mean Larry Bird didn't make the playoffs in '92?
Oh, Lord.
Y'all got to answer that for me because I was born in 2002. So 10 years after he retired.
After this right here, I'm going to need for you to go ahead and admit that he's better than LeBron James.
He's not better than any of my top 10 favorite players. None of them. And I'm talking about rookies too. John Morant is better than him.
Oh my!
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
As a rookie, he probably is better than him.
Ja is nasty, but come on, man. He got some things to prove for.
But okay, so you guys got Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think,
and Eddie Johnson for celebrating
Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
good.
It was the greatest film session ever because back then you didn't have you watched the real game and just went with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20.
I am gonna say this. They play some horrible defense.
I've been said that last video.
They play some horrible.
Y'all are delusional if y'all think the defense back then was better than today, and I put that on.
The defense was not that great.
I said
It wasn't.
Y'all act like I don't be knowing what I'm talking about. The defense was not that great.
But it was rougher, but it wasn't as calculated. It wasn't as sharp. People did not know how to stay in front of a man. People did not know how to slide and protect their court. They didn't know how to do that.
Okay, let's be honest. Let's talk about basketball then. If you have a little bit of handle, would you rather have a defender who's not as rough, who knows the technicalities of guarding a player, or would you rather have a super rough defender that don't know whose defense is not that good? I'd rather have somebody on me.
I'd rather have somebody that's super rough and don't know anything about defense.
That's an easy bucket. Like, think one way, he could all grab you, but he's gone. That's it. He's gone. So let's talk about it.
You kind of make a point right there.
Yeah, y'all say the defense is soft, but they didn't know what they were doing, obviously.
Nah, they didn't. I'm sorry, guys. They didn't. I know a bit about basketball. This defense is not good at all. And my favorite defensive player back in the day was Gary the Glove Payton.
He used to get fried by Michael Jordan.
And he used to get cooked, but he was still considered
locked
like
up,
the
though.
best defender.
Okay, point to me one player in this entire video who's in a proper defensive stance, and I'll take back what I said.
Hold on, let's look at it there.
Let's look at it.
Hold on, he come down.
Ever. Because back then you didn't have, you watched the real.
Okay, so you got all 4 players collapse right there.
Oh my God.
You got all 4. All 4. So here's the thing.
Game. And just when, with a
He went out, he backed out with one dribble. He's about to fake the ball.
Goodness.
He does not have a hand in his face. When you pick the ball up, you're supposed to have a hand in your face like this.
Who chopped out? Who chopped? Who chopped? Who has their hand wide? Who's squat? Who's sitting in a defensive stance?
True.
No, it's literally nobody on
That's
that
true.
team.
That's true.
Like y'all be acting like I don't
I'm sorry. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Agree.
That's a good one. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta explain this one. Anybody?
Please, somebody explain it.
Because right here, when he shot the ball, he didn't have one hand in his face.
Video and
like this right here is not great offense.
It's terrible defense.
It's terrible defense. It's terrible defense. Like,
if you were a coach before, if your team was playing defense like this, what would you do?
I would take the one that's right in front of him and get him up out of there. And this one right here, who's not even paying attention, he's supposed to always see the ball. Always see the ball. See your man in the ball at all times. He see his man. He clearly don't see the ball. He's looking at the ball the entire time. This one right here. And he's not even nowhere near him. He's in shooting position. He has his hand on the top and a hand on the side. He's clearly about to shoot it, and he does not have a hand in his face. That's horrible defense. He does make a great point.
I've been saying this. The defense was okay. Whatever. Let's just play.
Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept not the shot. He just kept rewinding it, showing the guys. You remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah, that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah,
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter.
Now, that right there, he has some pretty good defensive coverage on him.
I wouldn't even say that.
No. Listen.
Johnson. Yeah, that was Eddie Johnson. Yeah. Eddie Johnson falls off the bench and laughter.
This man is on him, like literally holding him right now. So when he's dipping, he's not in the shooting position or anything. And then when he goes up, he got 2 hands in his face. And then when he extends, he goes up with him.
Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it
wasn't somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry Bird.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just.
See, you see that? He said right there, that instance, he said clearly it wasn't that y'all wasn't playing good defense. It's just that Larry Bird did what he wanted to do. And that's what they studied.
I'm not going to lie. In that last play, Larry Bird did do what he wanted to do. I still don't think it was good defense. I really don't.
How could you play better defense with that? You got to strip him before you get to the top. You know the coach and the referees are going to call something if you get anywhere closer. Matter of fact, I'm surprised the referee didn't call a daggone foul. In today's NBA,
he was fouling.
In today's NBA, if you're that close to somebody and you try to shoot a 3, only thing you got to do is kick your feet out and do like this. And then a referee going to say, foul. They're going to call the foul, and they ain't even got to see it. They only got to see you kick your feet out and say, you know, like little baby does.
If LeBron James was playing basketball in the 80s.
LeBron.
Okay, I'm not even going to talk about LeBron. Let's talk about Larry Bird right now. That was terrible. That was terrible defense. He was fouling him. He was all up on him. His front foot, Larry Bird could have beat it. I don't know why Larry Bird took that shot. That was a terrible shot, but he made it. You can't lie. That was a terrible shot.
That was a prayer.
That was a tough bucket because he threw that tough bucket and cashed it. So
yeah, he get that, but that was not in the plans.
Kept rewinding. And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, "Off the glass into the trainer." And, and so it was a bad night.
When Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball, every shot was going in.
Goodbye, she's gone.
I guess the 2-pointer was too close.
When he ran by the bench, he goes, that's a heat check. Just see how hot I am. All right, it runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Wow. Wow. The coach of the other team, he asked the coach of the other team, do you have anybody who can guard me? Anybody? Come on, get in. You got anybody? Because nobody out here on the floor can guard me. The coach turns around and look at the bench and say, I'm all out. I'm all out. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, bruh.
He'll look at you like, hey, what you doing out here? You better call somebody else. I even heard him tell the coach, hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to guard me because I'm killing this guy.
In last year's playoffs, Person was out to make Bird eat his words while adding a few choice comments of his own.
Chuck Person, he definitely has his reputation. During the playoffs, he just went AWOL, you know, and he just went to work.
You can see Bielsa playing a little Bird, giving it back to him kind. Chuck Person can talk some trash to Larry Bird now. He scored the last 16 points.
That was horrible defense on Bird.
Larry Bird was a terrible defender.
He didn't play no defense right there.
I don't even think I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not even trying to get into that. I will say this. I will give him his flowers as a player because thinking about guarding Larry Bird, because I've been thinking about this. He's like 6. Y'all say he was 6'9"?
He was 6'7". They say he was 6'7". 6'7" forward. They said he was not a point guard. He was 6'7" forward.
Okay. Y'all say he was 6'7". He could shoot, not that fast. He could dribble. He was a pretty smart player. I'd say he was pretty smart on offense. So that does sound like a hard player to guard for 40 minutes. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, they say he was 6'9". Thanks, Joe. Yeah, that is a hard player to guard. I mean, plus in that position, yeah. I mean, he's small forward. He probably played a 3. I don't see him playing a 4, but I can see him. Yeah, I can see him playing a 4. Although LeBron played a 1 through 5.
He do look pretty strong. He don't look super strong, but he looked pretty solid. So that do seem like a hard player to guard when I think about it. Like,
he was a tough player.
Yeah, I say that. I wouldn't. Actually, I'm just ending right there.
He was a tough player. One day he literally broke his arm and his toe bone in a game, and I think he scored like 50.
This cap.
For real.
Chuck and Larry down low, greeting one another once again. Bird, he has caught fire. Person stumped him and had something to say afterwards. And look at Bird. Person didn't dare look at him.
Yeah, it is a little special because I've known Chuck for a while and we've always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
Bird's ability to get the final word has made for many a magic moment. And this week, we relive a game when Larry was in rare form and Xavier McDaniel was eager to lend an ear.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball, no shot clock.
They called a timeout. He said, you know I'm going to get it. And I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting.
I'm doing a timeout, I'm going for a play, and I tried this is what we're going to run. All right, then as you get the ball, you go over here, and you pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner, and Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way. Now, after the timeout, we walk back on the court, and Larry's going down to his position, so he tells Xavier, says, I'm getting the ball.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds. 5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And, you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time.
Larry was complaining to the refs, and I was complaining to the refs.
Now, if Dr. J show him some love, this is Dr. J. Dr. Julius Irvin.
I don't care about Dr. J.
Who Michael Jordan wanted to be like.
No, obviously Michael Jordan.
Magic wanted to be like.
Obviously, I was about to just say something about that. obviously Michael Jordan wanted to be like Larry Bird because some of the stuff Larry Bird is doing, Michael Jordan stole the moves from him.
Oh, I mean, he might have, you know.
He definitely did.
He
That
might have stole
fadeaway,
some of his
he
moves.
stole that when he got the ball in the post, take one bounce, shoot it. He stole that from Larry Bird. I saw it.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to see somebody do something and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pick that up.
Yeah, he stole a lot from Larry Bird.
Like, Allen Iverson had everybody trying to cross each other up. You know?
Crossed MJ.
You know what I mean? He crossed it.
He yanked him.
He crossed the hell out of Michael Jordan, bro.
He was a rookie.
And he crossed up on Kobe. Like, he was cooking Kobe. He was cooking Jordan. This dude was cooking to everybody. That might have been the roughest era. I think so. I like when Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace and them was playing for Detroit.
Kobe's era was just that era was kind of.
They was nasty.
LeBron was in that era actually.
Yeah, he was a young buck coming up in that era.
He averaged 28 in that era.
Larry Bird averaged 7 steals a game.
No, he didn't. No, he did.
He did.
LeBron is top 10 in steals actually.
Wow.
Larry
He
Bird
don't average 7 steals a game.
He did not average 7 steals a game.
He averaged a triple-double.
If y'all can prove to me Larry Bird averaged 7 steals a game, I will make a video with the Larry Bird jersey and take to the world Larry Bird's the greatest player of all time. It's no way.
Don't doubt them, man. They will find the information.
For 80 games, you got 7 steals.
They will find the information, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you that I know my people. They will find the information.
Yeah, I believe your people, but
why?
Refs, and the next time down the court, it got in my face.
I was up 38-6. That's how I summarize it.
The 84 Olympic team was playing an exhibition game against a bunch of pros, including Larry Bird, and they were in the warm-ups. And a ball bounced down from the college end of the court to the pro end. And Michael Jordan went down to chase it. The ball happened to be picked up by Larry Bird. And Michael went up a few feet away from Larry Bird and held out his hands. And Bird took the ball and fired it back down the court over Jordan's head, as if to say, you're not only not getting this ball, I don't give a damn who you are. Larry Bird knows exactly who this guy is and what's going to happen in the next few years. And he wants to get every edge he can get right now.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight. He walks down to me. Man, I'm sorry you're not playing. But he said, I'm going to tell you what. Since you're here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay? And I'm like, man, get out my face, man. I want to hear that. You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. Every time he hit one, he look at me.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
It won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says, hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot, and I'm going to kick it in.
He told Washington, I'm going to get the ball.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot, and the Celtics win it.
Boy, this is something else.
Incredible. Bird wins it at the buzzer.
All right, so what you think?
I like Larry Bird. I really do. I like his attitude. I think he's pretty cool. Like, he was so
awesome.
He was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. He was pretty awesome.
He was amazing.
He was pretty awesome. Like the stuff that he said, like it takes some big kahunas to say stuff like that. I mess with it for real. I mess with it. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. I wish LeBron was more like that. I'm a big LeBron fan. I wish LeBron was more like that. He probably is. He probably just keep him. Still got him in my top 20. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the players guarding him are really that good. And I still stand on what I said, but I like his attitude.
I'm just playing you these comments while you finish.
You're liking and hearting all of them.
Hearting.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all making some great points, man. The young man has no idea what he's saying. Hey, thank y'all for participating in the comments, man. Y'all just are so dope. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one, and we'll see y'all in the next one. All right, love y'all.